Hello, this is Ami Diamond. In this episode, I'd like to talk about the new Microsoft List MSA, which is actually in preview, and this is like the Microsoft List for corporate, but it actually is for end users. It's free and anyone can access it, and you don't need to have a Microsoft 365 account. Currently there's a limited possibility to sign up, so please try to sign up and see the functionality. I would like to review with you the comparison to the regular Microsoft List. So let's go ahead. Okay, so actually Mark Kashman has sent a blog where he shows an example for a list that he has created for Batman. So let's see how it looks. And you see here there's columns, and you can go to the bio. Now let's look a bit and see what's special. So first of all, you see that the views the default one is marked with 3 bars, and each view here actually is a tab like this, and if you want more, then you see it this way. Maybe this is the way how views will be also in Microsoft List. Second of all, if you look on the columns, you notice there's like small icons which describe the type of the column. Just to comparison, this is a list that I created through the Microsoft List, and you see this is a line and this is a multi-line, and we don't see actually this icon here. We can see it if we go into the form, we see it. So it seems like eventually we will have to do it. We will get it. In addition, let's just look what Microsoft List lets you do when you sign in. So I'm now signed in, and we have the new button, and because I have viewed this list that was shared with me, then actually I have it on the recent. When we click new, we can create a blank list for an existing list, only those that belong to me, and we actually see here from C3. So I'm not sure why did they change it from Excel. It doesn't make any sense. Who works with C3? But who knows. You see we have several templates that we can use. See, we can see the template and just create it. Okay, what else? So you see by default we enter in grid mode, and the user can directly enter the data. Regarding sharing, let's see what functionalities we have. By the way, the performance is much slower. So if I click here on anyone who can edit, I can change it to existing people that have access, and let's see the types of settings that we have. So you can give only read access, you can give them to edit the item, and you can give them edit to change the list. So you can change the list actually is remove items, columns, and views. Can edit is only edit the item, and can view is only view. In addition, you notice we have a possibility to put a expiry date and to require or not to require to sign in. Usually we won't like to give people to sign in. It's a hassle, and you can also put here a password. So in this case, let's take this list and say only can view, and we won't require sign in, and we will apply. We will get a link that we copy, and now I will go to a place where I'm not logged in, and this is what I expect. So I'll come here, I'll paste it. So I'm not signed in, but and I got only read access. So strangely enough, it shows me, it puts me in grid view. It looks as if I can enter, but it doesn't give me any warning. So this is not really user friendly. In addition, if I go to the end, I have add column. It seems like I can add a column, so let's add a column. I'll enter everything and I'll press save. It says sorry, you can't create it, please try again. So I would expect if it's read only, then don't even show the add column column. That's just now if I try to delete something, let's see what happens. It doesn't let me delete, but actually it shows me it on the menu. So why do that? In Microsoft List 365 we had an export for Excel and CSV. Here there's only a CSV. Now notice here, by the way, let's go back to the original list. Here any column I add, by the type it adds an icon. So you see, for instance, I'll add a choice to test, and you see automatically it adds like a checkbox. Now I could add, in addition, of course, an emoji. Let's take, for instance, a single. So I could add, like, I press the window key and the dot, I can add an icon and say text and save it, but it will also add this icon of, yeah, it's really slow. So you see it added it. Hopefully it will also get to the, now one thing I also can't find here is actually the search box, which exists in the Microsoft List. What we do have here is actually the filter. So this is good. If we don't see it here, actually we can take a column and decide to add it to pin it to the filter, and then we will see it. So it didn't happen. Let's refresh. Additional thing that actually I noticed, if you take a template that has a grouping, this Microsoft new version list is actually not supporting grouping, so you will get an error if you try to do something like that. So this is more or less what I wanted to say. There's nice features that are still there. As you notice, this is the example of Mark Kashman. So for instance, you can see here the bad girl, the babe, and the Joker, for instance. And here for each one of these, actually it's possible to decide what you want to present. As you remember, we have 3 permissions. One is for the item level, read only, and the second one is also for the list, and the item level for editing. So this is what I wanted to say. Hopefully some of the features from this new list will come to the Microsoft List 365, and maybe other things will also be better. So if you like my short video, subscribe, and see you in the next episode. Goodbye.